Welcome to Late Night Chat, World Cup Shenanigans,
Cheers, everybody.
World Cup 2022, guys. It only
Oh,
took us a few years to get here and a late start because usually World Cup, guys, is in the summertime. But so far, I think you would agree with me where everything about this World Cup is upside down.
oh my God. There's just so many things that have happened. For the soccer enthusiast, they'd understand how bonkers this tournament has slowly started to become. But yeah.
Oh, I pressed something wrong.
Oh yeah, you
I'm new
put it
to
up.
this, guys. Sorry. It's not Nico or GT doing this. This is my hands, and they're getting a little, excited
Nico's
because
Ni-
this is
Nico's on vacation. Nico's on vacation.
yes, Nico's on. I hope he's having a lot of fun.
I'm sure
He's
he's
what
having a lot of
he's
fun.
watching the other football, the fake football, because I still don't understand why
The
it's
egg
called
ball, the
football.
egg ball.
Yeah, you know what Portuguese people call it?
Uh, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say some very profane, like profane Portuguese slang, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna say it.
no,
No.
it's actually pretty clean. But they just say o futebol americano.
Yeah, football americano, the
That's how
American
you guys say
football.
it too.
Yes,
Yeah,
you have to
that's
say
how you get. Yeah.
American football because it's like because all around the world, football is soccer, football
Hmm.
doesn't matter, but it's just in
Soccer
North
in North
America
America. Well, not North America, in Canada and the
and the
US.
U.S.
The rest of North America says football too.
Oh,
Mexico.
Argentina, Australia. They say
Yeah.
soccer as well because they're called the Socceroos.
Do they?
I think they do. I don't think they call it
Oh,
football.
man.
I
I
don't
didn't
think they
know
call it
that.
football. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong, but I know that they do call the team the Socceroos.
Wow.
Yeah, you learn something. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Hold on. Julie did a whole brand for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out, guys.
Thanks, Julie.
Julie's awesome.
Honestly, she really is.
You know, she's our tech. She's everybody we should go to, where we do go to, not should go to, but we end up
We
going to
do
for
go to.
tech problems
Yeah,
or
honestly.
help with like things like that nobody else in the group could really do.
Yeah, man. She's such a great mind when it comes to like
Yeah, it's the artist mind,
stuff.
right? Where she's got
Yes.
an artist's mind, right? So I mean, she's a good one too.
In the HR meeting when we were talking about the future and all that stuff, she like lit up like, and it's like she's
Yeah.
writing shit down on her tablet. Like, it's
Yeah.
almost like when like you watch one of those like court shows and they have
Hmm.
that lady, the typewriting lady just kind of just typing all the words that everybody's saying. The She looked like one of those people. Just like sitting
Yeah.
on her little chair, just kind of typing away.
She's awesome.
Oh, she's amazing.
So um without just before we get started, there are no plugs here. Nobody sent me any plugs. I just told
Yesterday's
the
show, there were no plugs either. Nico's gone. The show's derail. So everybody just kind of stay tuned to the channel. You'll get
yes, this
notifications.
show is the only time we're doing it live, though, guys. The
Yes.
next ones will all be pre-recorded. So we'll and it'll be once a week. We recap the week um for 4 weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
But I think we're kind of going over. I think we're currently in the middle of at the start of the second week.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
half the teams have already played game 2.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, two groups I think have already played. 3 groups have already played.
3.
Two
Yeah.
two yeah 2 games already. But
Yeah.
yeah, this past week has just flown right by.
Right?
Flown right by, and it's just like
It's
upset after
insane.
upset, like craziness after craziness, like you know.
Insane. This World Cup has got to be the most unpredictable World Cup I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly,
From day one that it was announced, it was already weird. And obviously, later to find out that it was corrupt, bribed their way to get the World Cup.
yeah.
And then you have no beer at this World Cup.
which
And
which
then
is which is which is nuts. Your major sponsor. Okay, we're jumping into just like all of these like
Budweiser.
criticisms already. Like no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
We
yeah.
we we, we got to talk about the show. We got to talk about the event. We can't just jump into just like nitpicking all this. Like you're so hold on a second. It's illegal to swear out loud in Qatar. You're at a soccer match. You're at a sporting event and you can't swear? What? Because you
And
can literally go to jail for like what, 10 years for saying the word fuck out loud. What?
so now you can have beer there, but only in certain tents outside of the stadiums,
Mhm.
and you have a limit.
Yeah,
You're only allowed 4 beers, most.
that's not bad.
And that's only during the game. So if you've booked the whole month off and you're only going to certain games, you're only now of those beers, except like
Yeah,
the, at that time. Other
yeah.
than that, that's it.
I was informed today, actually, a buddy of mine told me that you know how they have those like executive booths like up in the stands or whatever. It's just like the glass boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are the only places where you're allowed to drink as well within the stadium. But each booth, yeah, each booth is like 10 grand. 10 grand just so that you can have a sip of beer and watch a football game.
And only during that football game.
Cheers.
Decaf.
I thought you were gonna say
Look, I'm
decaf.
ready to go to Qatar.
Yeah, yeah. Decaf coffee for everybody.
I can have coffee for it. I don't know. Is that illegal there too? No.
Oh god.
But yeah, so Rob, it's okay that you only watched the first half of the Canada game because honestly, the second half
Yeah,
just
it was a
broke.
bit of a
Wasn't
bummer.
worth it. Just it broke everybody's
Yeah,
heart.
that's a bit
But
of a bummer. We can't
but
jump
we'll get
ahead
to
though.
that in a little bit,
Yeah.
Rob. We'll get you updated on what happened today and the last Canada game, which I'm still so angry about. But GT, yes, you do because you have enough pork chop friends to root for Portugal.
You have
But
you
I
have the one South American friend that you can, root for other South American teams with. Don't worry about it, buddy.
except tomorrow Portugal plays Uruguay.
That's gonna be a fucking insane match. I can't wait. Who
Oh my
who
God.
who is Luis Suarez
Uruguay has
biting this
always
year?
kicked Portugal out.
I know. Who is
But they can't this year kick them out
no.
because they're in the same qualification round.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I gotta bring up
So
this.
let's get started with from the beginning,
Oh my god.
the opening show of Qatar for the World Cup. I do know that a lot of people were asked to go and a lot of people refused.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and then they ended up getting the South Korean guy from BTS.
But they only could get one because the other five are
Had to
currently
sign up to the
yeah, they're
army.
currently in the army.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, he created that song as
Have
an
you heard it?
individual himself.
I just
It's not
heard it.
bad.
I heard it in the opening games, and then I heard it like about like an hour or so ago, and it's kind of boppy. It's kind of
It's
boppy.
okay. I mean, it's
You
not my
know.
favorite out of all the World Cup songs.
Can I say which one it is?
Which one's mine?
Is your favorite one? Because it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Ricky Martin, "Cup of Life." Oh my god,
That
that
is the
song!
best
Oh,
fucking World Cup song. Here we go. Oh,
and then you have people in the crowd like Ale,
oh
Ale.
yeah.
Oh my
Do you
god, it was
remember when
great.
he first performed that at the Grammys?
I remember when he first performed it when they were doing the draws for the group stages,
Yeah.
and he
So
performed it
that
there.
year was the year the Latin Grammys started. No, the Latin Grammys started the year after.
Okay.
And that year, because the Grammys had like best Latin album at the time still, right?
Yeah.
And he won best Latin album, and Whoopi Goldberg introduced him to do the show. And
Yeah.
he literally walked down the Grammy aisles with a whole bunch of crazy South American costumes, like it was Carnival,
Like Carnival.
right?
Oh man.
All the way down. There were bongo players,
Yeah.
and then I've gone to his show. That was my first concert ever, was the Live in La Vida Loca tour. Okay. Yeah, no word of a lie. I was 16. Okay. Forgive me for
How
that.
old was I? Let's not talk about ages. You can't. We
Okay.
can't talk about ages soon.
I don't speak Spanish, but I learned from Ricky Martin. Okay. I know that whole album by heart.
Every woman learned Spanish through Ricky Martin. Everybody did.
And I refused to acknowledge he was gay until I saw his concert.
Until he posted on Instagram that, hey, look, I'm married. Nope, nope, he's still not gay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, to me that's the best one. But this one's not bad. It's okay.
There was a lot of so what really ruined it kind of all for me was the fact that I get it. These are like big stage productions. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things that have to happen and all this stuff. And I get it with all the stress that Qatar has been under, with all the I was going to say conspiracies, but with all of the negative press that this World Cup has gotten, they wanted to put on a fucking fantastic show. They wanted to. But my honest opinion, if anybody has the time to go back and watch it, I'm pretty sure YouTube has it up or bits
Yeah.
and pieces of it. My biggest issue was everything, all the audio, all the voices, they were all pre-recorded.
They were
So they had what's the actor's name? What's his name? God, what's his name?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. They had Morgan Freeman come out with this Qatari, I guess I don't know what you call it, like I don't want to say handicapped, but I mean
Yeah.
he only had a torso and
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
Um and there was some dialogue going back, which is like, the introduction to soccer from the Qatari point of view, and this and that, all this like whole like meta stuff. But it was all already pre-recorded. So Morgan Freeman's mouth he would forget. So he wasn't synced up to the audio that's being played. So it's just look, he just came out there just stumbling.
Yeah, I did see that part.
Oh man, it was so bad. And I completely forgot that he had a hand injury. Do you remember he had a hand
No, I
injury
didn't know that.
in like 96 apparently. He was in a motorcycle accident and he lost the function of, I think, his left hand. So his left
Yeah.
hand is like this, like just like this, and it's kind of like deformed. So
Right.
they had him come out with like a weird glove that made his hand look like 5 inches longer. It was
That's so
very weird. And then
strange.
and then there's one part where he took it off, like he took the glove off, so it's just his hand, but his hand is all just like weirdly positioned as he's sticking his hand out. It
Yeah, that is weird.
yeah, it was
I
so
didn't see that part.
it was all
I saw his
very
talk.
yeah.
And here's another thing that the one thing that pissed, well, two things that really were. So they brought up all the previous World Cup songs and performances, but
Did you
none
not
by
like
the
that part?
original artists. No, because they didn't use the original artists. I know now why, because many didn't give the rights to
Yeah,
Qatar to use the
yeah,
original artists
yeah.
because of what's going on over there. Which good for them. Fuck that. You can't buy
Yeah,
everybody Qatar. Fuck off. You
honestly.
can buy David Beckham to be your ambassador for $277 million paid out in the next 10 years.
Poor David
That's
Beckham.
27 million a year for the next 10 years for David Beckham, just for fucking doing a couple of fucking commercials.
Holy fuck. Well, the FIFA, man, like I don't know. I don't know.
He's
It's
getting,
it's such a tough
yeah.
position to be in.
And another thing that pissed me off was the Qatar president speaking in his own native tongue without a translator. Like I
Yeah.
had no idea what the fuck he was saying, and it was just like there was no subtitles, there was nothing.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
just
just kind
spoke.
of like, dude, you're presenting to the whole entire world. You don't think you could have some subtitles in English for because it is the most spoken language in the world, like, and what everybody uses in common during World Cup,
Yeah.
like seriously, like, yeah, like
I
you expect us to respect your culture, but you're not respecting soccer culture,
yeah.
in being able to communicate with everybody,
Yeah.
every nation that has shown up. So like, I mean, like what happens usually, like in Russia, for example, when Putin spoke or whatever, there was like someone with subtitles in all these different languages,
Yeah.
depending where you were watching your fab.
Kind of
So
speaking over. Yeah.
not speaking over, but like written, like
Yes.
in every language, right? So like if you were in Portugal, you were reading the subtitles in Portuguese. If you were in Canada, you were reading the subtitles in English, like of everything that he was saying. Like it's been like that for every World Cup. You guys are the richest country in the fucking world. You can't afford subtitles.
They were too busy trying to pay everybody off. You know what I mean? They were too busy trying to pay everybody off.
But guess what? They obviously didn't pay their offs off because they lost the first fucking game against
I know,
Ecuador.
I know that I shouldn't cheer for them because of the rivalry, but it's not Chile, so go Ecuador. They so even the first match, even the first match had that stupid VAR. So if anybody who doesn't know what VAR is this new technology that they've implemented for the past maybe two years or so in like other leagues. It's basically to just determine whether things were like offside or something has to be a penalty or like anything like that. But I never knew watching the games how specific the fucking offsides are being called at this tournament.
Yeah, because they
How
have a
so
new
incredibly
VAR for
specific.
offsides only.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
like
it's the first year it's been implemented.
they're determining an arm
Yeah.
for a sport that you don't use your arms
Yeah.
as an
I know.
as offsides.
I know. I
I've
know. I
always
know.
for forever I've always thought of it's your feet.
Yep, me too.
If you're 1 foot over, you're offsides.
Yep.
But they
Because
implement
it's
elbows.
soccer. Feet. But yeah, no, hold on. Your pinky was on the other
I was
side.
like, oh, sorry. And so the first call, so Ecuador scored the first goal. They ended up winning 2-0, but it should have been
Yeah,
3-0.
I agree.
It should have been a hat trick by
Are you
that
are
guy.
you kidding me? Ecuador could have easily scored at least 5 on them. They
But
got they you know what that game proved? That game proved that Qatar has no business in the world of FIFA.
honestly,
Yeah, that's what
honestly.
Qatar is proving to me.
So when they called back the first goal, they used this VAR offside bullshit, like whatever. They had one Qatari here, they had another Qatari here, and right beside, just a little up in front of him was the Ecuadorian. And then when they showed the VAR video, this first Qatari player gone. So they counted offside based off the two that were literally side by side each other. Offsides. How was that offsides? There's a full player fucking 3 feet in front of him. That's not offsides. How is that offside? So I know that the internet was in an uproar because it's like I
Yeah.
don't understand. How can you be called
Oh, the
offside?
world has been in uproar through these refs.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, thankfully Ecuador was able to put on a show and fucking, you know, put the Qataris, I don't want to say in their place, but like show them how soccer is played.
Yeah, they're to me, I feel like Qatar is there to learn how to play soccer as opposed to compete.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was match day 1 because they only had
That
one
was match
game.
day one. They only had one game, and that was Sunday. Let's go
Yeah.
to Monday, November 21st, day two. We had
Oh,
England, Iran.
the
Six,
whipping.
6-2.
6-2
Six
England.
fucking two, man.
6-2 England. Yeah, it was a whipping. I mean, I'm surprised that Iran was even able to score 2 goals on them.
Yeah.
But
But then Iran surprised me later on, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
yeah.
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 I honestly expected this, the
Yes.
6-2 with Iran.
Yeah.
This game I expected,
Yeah.
right? Same as Senegal Netherlands.
Senegal, Netherlands. I know. See,
Holland to me is always so underrated.
they are.
They're so fucking good.
They
They're
always make it to the
so
semis.
good.
They always at least make it to the semis, and then something happens, and then or they made it to the final that one
We're
time against
quarterfinals.
Spain,
Yeah.
and it's just like they went on to like double extra time and all this other crap. They
We
ended up
did beat them
losing.
once. We did beat them once,
Oh, I remember
Portugal.
that game. The
It's down in the
bloodiest
world
game,
record with, yep,
the
down in the world
bloodiest
record with the
game.
most yellow and red cards ever.
Yeah,
If you guys ever want to watch really crazy soccer, watch that one game. Go on YouTube and find it. Look
it's
up
always those
Portugal,
highlights.
Netherlands. All you'll see is everybody beating everybody up. That's it.
It's your boy. It's your
Yeah.
boy. Luis
Figu.
Figu. It's fucking Van. What's his name? Van der Sar or whatever his name
Yeah.
is. Like, oh my god, yeah. This it was
Yeah.
great match. Great match. Um, I don't know. I always feel like whenever there's a World Cup, I always root for the African teams.
Me too.
I love
After
Senegal.
Portugal and obviously Canada this year,
Yeah,
it's to me, I really love the African teams.
yeah. There's their
Yeah.
their presence just kind of changes
They
the
bring culture
flow.
to FIFA.
Yeah, and it's so different and it's so like
Yeah.
refreshing.
And they're so talented.
Yeah. Their style of play is so
It's so
different than
different. Yeah.
a European style or a South American style. Like I don't know. It's like
Europeans and
they're
South
so
Americans have
happy.
very different ways of playing too.
Yes, yes they do.
Yeah.
Yes they do. Um
And then so I look at it this way. South America has a completely different way of playing, and then there's Brazil.
uh South
Brazil
Americans, yeah,
plays
when
very different than the Latin American countries in South America. They sometimes I feel like they're doing the samba on that
yeah,
fucking
the
field.
it's
It's
called
like they
the
literally ballet their way through the fucking field.
yes, the tactics, the tiki taka.
Ballet effect.
Where it's
Yeah,
like
the tiki
ding, ding,
taka.
ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like
Yeah, very cool, very beat. It's like they're all playing eh, na 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 na
yeah,
na
yeah.
na 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 na
And
na
it's so
na na
awesome.
na
It's
na.
so awesome when you see them play. It's so
Because it's
awesome when you
all
see
going
them
on in my
play.
head. You
Yeah,
see, you can
and the
literally
crowd.
hear it.
And then the crowd is like banging the drums and it's just like
Eh,
everyone's
eh,
dancing.
eh,
It's
eh,
a
eh,
dance.
eh,
Yeah.
That's all it is. And
Yes.
you, if next time you guys watch Brazil, guys, think of that song in your head
There's a
every
flow.
time Brazil has the ball
Yeah, there's a
because there's
flow.
a fucking flow. Okay, you know who started that flow?
Oh,
Pele.
wasn't it just before him?
No, no, he started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started winning with that flow because they had a very big drought before Pele came
Mm-hmm.
in. And then when Pele came in, they just kept winning everything after everything because he turned it into that.
He manifested. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Amazing.
So yeah, Netherlands beat Senegal. Well played, Netherlands. I agree. I didn't see anything big on that. USA Wales. Okay, I
Snooze.
have to say something. It was such a
Snooze.
boring game, but I will tell you this. I am a fan, I mean, like of Gareth Bale. Like
Yeah.
I really respect him as a player,
Yeah.
but it felt like okay, I'm a huge fan of Drogba. Do you remember Drogba
He was
from Ivory
from
Coast?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory
Yeah.
Coast, African, right? The guy was a one-man army when he
Yeah.
went to the World Cup, the only time Ivory Coast went. He
Yes.
literally played forward, midfield, defense,
He did
all on
everything.
his own in that whole thing. And I felt like Gareth Bale, you know, he's so much fucking talent, and I feel like you're the Drogba of the team.
But
Like you're
he's missing the one. So I don't know if it's because he's older. He's
he's
missing.
33.
Is that all?
Yeah, I know. I had to look that up the other day. I thought that too. My train of thought is exactly what you're stating right now with Gareth Bale. Like he's only 33. He doesn't have anybody else in Wales to give him a
No,
hand there,
nobody.
right?
Nobody.
So I mean, like, so I
Well,
feel bad for him.
yeah.
Um, USA, man. This
Whatever.
isn't.
Yeah,
Can we just move on?
I
I
can't
can't
with
deal with
USA. I
US.
can't with USA. They're one of the four teams out from the CONCACAF that qualified, and they seem to have this like American pride. Oh, look at us! Like we're Americans in a different field. Like we're leading the pack, and it's like motherfucker, you tied. If we want to skip forward, you tied twice. Like you got 2 points out of a possible 6. Congratulations. Like
But that's the thing, right? And this is my point with the whole
Anyways,
US. So when you go to baseball, the US says they're the best in the world.
of course. Cuba.
Hold on a sec. Your major league consists of two countries, Canada and the US. You can't say you're in the best of the world.
I know.
Right? American football, your leagues consist of one country because we have the CFL, right? And you're the best in the world. No, you're the best in America, right?
Yeah.
Hockey. There are literally two fucking countries in the NHL, Canada and the US. Again, not the best in the world because you always have a hard time playing Sweden. You always have a hard time playing Switzerland. You always have a hard time with Russia. And fuck you, you have a hard time playing Canada too. So, no, you're not the best in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's what I feel about soccer, the reason that so many people more watch it is because it is a world sport. If you win the cup, you literally are winning the best in the world.
Yes. It's broken down like that because every country is participating as opposed to it just being localized. It's like a centralized cup.
Right. And before that, you've got a Euro. So all European teams play.
Yeah.
All year round. And then a Euro every 2 years. Just like South American teams, they play all year round. Yeah. And then the Copa America every 2 years. Right? Yeah. And then you've got CONCACAF, right?
Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup. Every year. All these teams in North America play. You don't play to be the best in the world. You play to be the best in North America.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So Africa has their own as well. Asia now has their own, right? So it's like, this is literally the very description of being world winners means. Yeah. And then the US with their fucking big ass ego comes in and thinks that they're entitled to it. Dude, like your women's team, Canada, your women's team represents. Yes. Your men's team don't. Yeah. Your men's team, Copacabana? Yeah.
That's a great restaurant. I don't know.
You like Copacabana?
I don't mind it. I've been to it a couple times.
I didn't say Copacabana, JT. I said CONCACAF, which is
a restaurant. Just kidding. Whatever. He's sidetracking us. Yeah,
yeah. You know, and then like, so here's the thing, right? So we're cheering for, Canada, but like, are we really supporting soccer all year round? I mean, I do. I actually go and see some MLS games. I have TFC scarves, right? I mean, like, I get that the sport maybe isn't for anybody, but like, I do think that as Canadians, we should be supporting the sport a little more.
Yeah, I'm bad for that in terms of like, I'll love the sport, I'll go watch it, but my team spirit is like, like, you know what I mean?
No, I'm a TFC fan. I do represent. I was born and raised here, so I mean, like, if I get tickets to go, fucking right, I'm going.
Oh, I'm going. Right? That's a soccer match, a professional soccer match. Like, it doesn't matter.
And I literally, last one I watched was actually Toronto, Montreal, when Drogba was playing for Montreal. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a TFC fan, and I went to go, support TFC from Toronto, but I was literally like right at the front. I could literally smell his sweat. I was like, I want a picture with this guy so fucking bad because I have so much respect for Drogba, like as a player. I do. He's one of my top 5 favorite players. Drogba.
You can smell his sweat. That's kind of gross.
Yeah, it is gross. No. It is gross. But like I was fangirling, total fangirling.
Yep, definitely.
Like, I mean, how often? Like, I mean, Drogba's up there with Zidane. Zidane's still a better player. I'm not gonna lie. Zidane is probably one next to Ronaldo and Messi. He's probably the best.
He has a World Cup to show for it.
Yeah. Neither and Ronaldo and Messi don't.
Well, yeah. I know what you mean.
But you get what I'm saying? Well, he still doesn't have the records that Ronaldo has. Just saying.
Wow. So
just saying. We'll get to him in a second.
Speaking of one of the GOATs. So the following day was
Argentina with Saudi Arabia. So where's Messi? Where was Messi?
He was the one that scored the goal. So I woke up at like
Where
four
was Di
thirty.
Maria?
I woke up at 4:30, pumped, because I'm kind of rooting for Argentina. I'm kind of
Mm.
rooting for all the South American
Yeah, South
countries.
American
I'm
teams.
kind of
Yeah.
rooting for all, but like I wouldn't mind seeing Argentina over Ecuador. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
Ecuador's not gonna, or Uruguay. Like I know they're probably not gonna
Of
go that
course.
far.
I would, next to Ronaldo, I'd love to see Messi win a World Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
So
I would root for Argentina. No other reason but to think that one of these two guys deserves a fucking World Cup.
yeah, I woke up at 4:30, pumped, ready to watch this game. Turn on the TV. I'm watching it quietly because I don't want to like blast the sound because I don't want to wake people up and like piss people off. Whatever. Then they fucking recall what, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals because of this stupid VAR, because of this stupid fucking offside. Messi had an arm sticking out. His ass was passing, and I'm just
Wait, he farted.
those calls. You can tell completely deflated the team, completely deflated them because it reflected on their style of play. I don't know if you watched the game. I don't know if you watched any highlights, but
I
it's like
watched some of the highlights, and from what I saw, Argentina was definitely the dominant team.
they were the dominant team.
But I feel like the
But
Saudi oil paid for that result.
see again, so I told everybody this. I told everybody this. I love watching the sport. Everything is great, but the football conspiracist inside of me
Oh,
just
I
like
know.
explodes with like all
But
this
it's
shit.
not a conspiracy because they do it so openly now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll give you an example of how open this corruption is when it comes to the first Canada game when we start talking about that.
When we talk about them, so yeah, I
Yeah.
was I was very very heartbroken to see Argentina lose 2-1 to these Saudi Arabians, who
Yeah.
apparently now the Saudi Arabian prince is buying them Rolls Royces.
But no, that came out bullshit.
Is that a lie?
Yeah, it is a lie.
Because if it was true, this man
Yeah.
has to buy 26 Rolls Royces.
Yeah. He will too. He's got that money.
I just want one. Can I
Doesn't
just get
he?
like a tire?
Oh no, Rolls Royce is not my car.
No, but
But I'd get
Leslie,
it and sell it.
they're like $1.5 million a car.
Yeah, but I don't have a chauffeur to drive me around. I'm not going to drive around Rolls Royce.
No,
Nobody's going
sell
to take
it.
me seriously. Yeah, I would
Sell
sell
it.
it.
Buy a
Yeah.
house or
Yeah.
buy half a house. But you know
No,
what I
I
mean?
would just pay off mine and travel.
There you go.
That's all I would do. So Denmark,
Yeah.
Tunisia, next
Snooze.
game,
Snoozer.
boring. Neither or deserve to fucking be there either. I don't
No.
know, man. But whatever.
Well, Denmark, because of that whole Christian Eriksen thing, everyone's got respect for them. Their jerseys, they custom made where the logos were like faded in
Yeah.
because they wanted to protest. That was their way of protesting for FIFA. But
Yeah.
now they made them put like a giant like Denmark flag just to kind
In the
of
middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't be completely washed out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. But other than that,
Yeah.
the game was a fucking snoozer.
Yes. Total boring.
Same thing with
Boring.
the following one, Mexico, Poland,
Mexico, Poland, 0
snooze,
0, snooze, total
snoozer.
snooze.
And
And then
then
there was France, Australia
France, Australia.
with a 4-1.
That would have been Peru if we would have bet them in the qualifiers. We would have
Yeah.
been in that group and we would
Yeah.
have gotten fucking annihilated.
Honestly, France deserves to be in there for
Yeah.
being, yeah. And I can't tell you how much I love Mbappe. I've said it before. I like that kid. A lot of people don't, but
I
I
know.
like him
I
a
know a
lot.
lot of people do.
And you know why I do like him too? Is because he gives Neymar shit on the field.
Oh, he does. They hate each other.
They can't stand
They
each
can't
other.
stand one another. Well,
Yeah.
because you have
Neymar wants to be the star show. No, why does, like Neymar literally in the field, you see it come out of his fucking mouth. why I should be taking the corner kick, not you, or I should be taking that penalty kick, not you. Fuck you, Neymar. Sorry, I can't stand him. I
Yeah.
have so much respect for Brazil, but I do not have respect for him. And now, but I will tell you this, just before we go on to the next, he got hurt. He's no longer in the team, in the thing.
Yeah, he's gonna be sidelined for the rest of the group stages. Did you
Yeah,
see his ankle?
which
It looked like
is,
an elbow.
oh my God, it's so bad. But hold on, hold on. I do not wish that upon anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the guy, but I mean, like, this is the World Cup. He's singing for his team, and I don't like. And I could tell you a million things I don't like about Neymar, but this is hard for a player,
Yeah.
any player. Okay, I feel sorry for him, and I don't like the fact that Brazilians, especially, are fucking rejoicing that he's out.
Are
Like,
they?
oh my God, online, you should see the hate this guy gets. This guy gets so much hate from Brazil. And Ronaldo, actually, not Cristiano Ronaldo, Brazil
The
Ronaldo,
original Ronaldo.
the original Ronaldo, yeah.
Bucktooth. El
Yeah,
Fenomeno.
yeah, who was a fantastic fucking
Oh,
player, one of the best of all time. Um, Him and Kaká, like fuck, that was like the dream team. It was Ronaldo, Kaká, and Ronaldinho right there.
Ronaldinho.
Oh, anyhow,
Ronaldinho.
he said, what does this world come to? Like, I'm just summarizing here. I'm not going to say it verbatim, right? He
Yeah.
did write it in Portuguese. So I'm just summarizing. Where does it world come to when our own country is rejoicing for the pain that one of the people representing is sad? And I agree with him. Like, okay, I don't like him, right? And I'm not saying I'll never say that Neymar is not talented. He is.
He's
Okay.
extremely talented. He's just egotistical.
What I will say is he thinks he's Messi talented,
Yeah.
and he's not.
He's egotistical.
Yeah, and that's where I lose respect for him. And the
Yeah.
crying, my goodness, I
Yeah.
can't. I can't with it. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
He tries
I can't.
to
I can't do that. I mean, Ronaldo used to do that a lot more, and that's the part of the reason why I used to like really get mad at Ronaldo, right? And I used to call him out for Cristiano Ronaldo for doing that in his younger years. He did that a lot. Now he just
yeah,
fucking temper tantrums
he just
across the
takes it.
distance. He just takes it
He just,
and like goes for this. Walks out.
I love when they do like the slow-mo and you see them like really like act it out. They're like,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Or
It's so funny.
caralho.
Yeah.
Right?
And you
The
can hear it.
Portuguese. Yeah, and you
Sometimes you
can
can
hear
hear
it.
it. Yeah. It's so funny.
But look, Qatar's not fucking finding them for swearing.
Oh, they have to put on a show.
Mm.
But the crowd is the ones that suffer.
Yeah. Next, we have November 23rd, which
Okay,
was
that
on
was the day.
Wednesday.
That was the day.
Morocco and Croatia 0-0.
Snoozer.
Total snoozer. And then Germany loses to fucking Japan.
Japan.
Do you
Oh.
remember?
Mwah.
Do you remember when
Chef's
we
kiss.
had the last podcast and I told you it was going to be a close one between Germany and Japan, not to put like Japan out, because no other two teams could fairly play together besides Germany and Japan. They're both militant, they're both disciplined. They
Yes.
both have the same style of playing, even though they're both from different continents. Because culturally, they're in each of their continents. No other country is more disciplined than Japan in Asia and Germany in Europe. No other country is more disciplined. Not like, and I'm not just talking about soccer. I'm just talking about in culture general.
Yeah.
Everything is so structured in their entire. You should see they play like robots almost. Like
So
they
true.
are. There, and so like when I saw Germany, Japan, I have a cousin of mine. He's like much younger, right? He's like 25 years old. And I called him and I was like, you want to make, because I know he plays like for money, right? And I go,
one of those bet.ca kind of guys.
yeah. I go, you want to make some real money? And he's like, what? And I'm like, okay, bet on Japan winning. And he's like, no way, it's Germany. I go, he goes, trust me, Japan's going to beat them. Japan may even pass the round. Okay, I'm just telling you. And he's like, not a chance. I go, you weren't old enough to watch Japan that World Cup when the World Cup was in Japan. I was old enough to see it, and they surprised the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm telling you right now, the Japanese are going to beat the Germans. At the very least, they'll tie. And he's like, okay. He made $600 on that game alone.
Look at that. Look at that. It was
Yeah.
honestly such an enlightening like breath of fresh air because it was a legitimate to me it felt like it was a legitimate kind of like David and Goliath because that's what people
Yeah.
like assume. It wasn't this fucking Saudi Arabia Argentina that it's like as the game progressed like you kind of felt off watching them because that's what I got when I saw the Argentina Argentina Saudi game.
Yeah.
Something felt off. The team wasn't talking to one another. The coach wasn't yelling at anybody. It was just very just like just stick to what you're doing. It was very weird. But
Yeah.
this Germany Japan game when I think didn't Japan I think they were the ones that scored first
I think so.
and then Germany tied and it's like okay whatever they tied and then the fucking header I think it was a header the
From
second goal
Japan, the second goal was
was like, "Oh
beautiful.
my god!" Like that dude like ran out and he like ran around. It was incredible watching them win. Incredible watching them win. What a
It
breath of fresh
was.
air.
It was. And then we get to Spain, Costa Rica.
The whipping.
Seven
The whipping.
zero. Spain showed no mercy to those Costa Ricans.
I kind of felt
No mercy. And my heart kind of broke for Costa Rica
yeah.
there.
I kind of felt like
Um,
attack because it brought me back to like the colonialism
oh,
because kind of that's kind of what happened. They came and they got Costa Rica and you know. Anyways, let's not go down that route because
yeah.
it's just loopholes everywhere. But yeah, that was an insane game. 6 different players scored.
Yep.
And they ended up beating them 7-0. And it was like
Right.
I was listening to it on the radio because sometimes like I was doing stuff around the house. I couldn't really watch it on TV, so I had the radio on the score on my phone. So I had my AirPods in. I was just
Right.
listening to it, and it's like goal after goal after
Yeah.
goal, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
I was just like, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't like, I mean, like, I get winning, but 7-0, dude, like at this point, like you could just like lay it off a little bit. Do you
But at
really need to
the
be
same time, these guys are competitive, and you don't want to do that because it's disrespectful. You know what I mean? I kind of get it. If you want to win, win humbly.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like
Win humbly, but like, I mean, if you see an open opportunity, why not take it? It's a stat for
yeah,
you,
yeah.
right? It's a stat for you, but like,
But they
if
wanted to
if
make sure that if it came down to it, they're still gonna pass through goal
you have a
differential.
goal differential of +7,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Oh, just
I
in
agree.
case. The
I agree.
just in case, you know.
I agree. It would have been.
Then we had
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
go
Sorry.
on. No, go ahead. No, no.
No,
Go
I
get
was
it.
just gonna say like it would have been it wouldn't have been another thing if like at like goal number 4 or goal number 5 they're still like going crazy and it's like okay man like you're winning just relax
Yeah.
you know. Anyways,
7 goals later.
7 goals later, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Then
then our
we
next
had, out of every game that I have watched, this
mm,
one,
the heartbreaker, the heartbreaker
okay, I'm going to
because
just tell you something.
yeah go
FIFA
off.
is fucking idiots. They ranked fucking Belgium. Here's the ranking. First fucking place.
Number
First.
first or
One.
was it, I thought it was 2.
One. France, 2.
Wow.
You have Canada, who did not play today like they played against Belgium, I'll be honest.
No.
They played like they played against Belgium for the first 20 minutes and then they stopped. They played like the stereotypical way everybody thought Canada was going to play. Belgium beat the shit out of these Canadians. First off, you have to give bullshit, you have to call out bullshit what there's bullshit. That first penalty that Davies fucking took, it's like he was like, yeah, Come
So
on now.
I have a lot of I have a not a lot, but I have like a thing to say. So Alfonso Davies for
I love
has
him.
I love him too. He's a very charismatic kid. He's got great like discipline. He's got
Speed.
really great skill. He's got tons of speed. Great fucking kid.
He's the fastest sprinter. He's actually been noted as the fastest sprinter in FIFA.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, even faster than Mbappe because
Yeah.
Mbappe is fast.
Yeah.
Um,
Davies. Yeah.
Alfonso Davies, he's not a penalty taker.
No.
He never, even when he plays for Bayern Munich, obviously there's
Yeah.
other bigger superstars there that are well qualified to be able to take the penalty shots in that
They
league.
should have put Ishtaku there to take the fucking penalty.
They could have put anybody else to
Not
take that
Buchanan.
penalty shot.
Not Buchanan. Buchanan would have
Not
choked.
Buchanan.
No, no, not Buchanan because Buchanan would have choked. He's too green. I saw that today, and I saw that in the Belgium game too. Buchanan is not. He's too green.
Yeah.
I just think he's too green. He's got potential, but he's too green.
There was another player who was I thinking about?
Arosio,
Kyle
great fucking
Laren?
player
Kyle
too.
Laren? No. Who the fuck?
Yeah, Laren. He's fantastic.
Laren. They could have put him in.
Yeah.
But the thing is that obviously
Jonathan David in.
Yeah, look, there you go. Like, but it's like he is technically the superstar of the team, technically speaking. So obviously you're gonna want to take that penalty shot.
Yeah.
It would have been Canada's first ever goal in a World Cup. First ever. Off of like a gimme, like a freebie. Right?
Well, no, it was deserved. That was a penalty shot.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like there was a 50-50 chance of him scoring or not scoring.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was like a full minute and a half where he stood there with the ball on the spot, and I don't know. I can't say for sure what he thought because I'm not him, but it's like all this pressure.
Yeah.
Not to take away from the Belgian goalkeeper because he is amazing. I think he plays for Chelsea. I don't know. I don't remember. Or no, I think he plays for PSG.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. But
who?
Joris or whatever his name is, the Belgian goalkeeper.
I don't know. He plays for Madrid. He's the best goalkeeper in the world.
There you go. He plays for
he's
Real
the best
Madrid.
goalkeeper in the world.
He plays for Real Madrid. He's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So like, not to take away from his set of skills, but Alfonso Davies shouldn't have taken that penalty.
No.
Shouldn't have taken that penalty.
I agree.
There was no power. It was a low shot to the bottom corner.
Yeah. And it was directly at the fucking goalie. Yeah. It was like he
knew. So it's like I can't. Yeah.
So
heartbreaker.
We got that out of the way. Okay, that was the mistake. But in my eyes, that was the only mistake Canada made because they outplayed Belgium. They outplayed them. And the fact that FIFA put them in first place anyways was ridiculous. Okay. It just goes to show you that FIFA is shit. They're stupid. They have favorites. It's like, if you got enough money, you'll be top on their ranking. Yep. You're going to tell me Belgium's a better. Okay. I know you don't like Ronaldo, but let's be honest. You're going to tell me a team like Belgium is better than fucking Portugal?
They haven't displayed it. No. No, they haven't displayed.
How are they ranked that?
I don't understand. The FIFA rankings, I've tried to look into it. I have no fucking idea.
It doesn't make sense. You know why? Because we don't know what money was paid. That's why it doesn't make sense to the rest of the fucking public. Because it sounds like it's like that.
It's apparently ranked by points, but it's like, what do you mean?
But how do you get all these fucking points? 1,783. Does that mean all the games that you fucking played to qualify? Is that how you get all the fucking points?
Does it include friendlies? I don't
understand that.
I don't understand because I know that in terms of qualifiers, there are points.
Yeah.
There are points already slotted to the qualifying round, but when they're not qualifying and they're playing friendlies,
But that doesn't make sense because Portugal was one of the very last teams to even qualify World Cup.
Yeah, because that stupid bracket thing, right?
Yet they rated Portugal number 5.
I don't understand.
right?
I
So
don't
like
understand.
to me, if it's by point system in for qualifications, Portugal shouldn't be anywhere near number 5. They should be all the way at number, let's see what the fucking 50 or
25.
49,
25.
right? Or 25, right? No, but they actually have 50 rankings here.
What team is ranked 25?
Serbia. Figure that out.
Okay.
So Canada is out. Okay, so JT, let's just finish talking about thing, and I will definitely go to this question because I think it's very important. Canada is out, okay? But it's not because of this first game that we're talking about.
No, no.
Okay. So the second penalty that was clearly a penalty was denied.
2 of them were denied.
2 of them were denied.
2 of them were
but
denied.
that second one where the guy literally took off Canadian legs.
Oh yeah, he didn't he step
right
on
in front
his
of the net.
Stepped on his yeah.
Right in front of the net, stepped all over him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I come to find out that this referee has been suspended in the past by FIFA for corruption. He is well known as the most corrupt referee in FIFA. Controversially corrupt referee in FIFA. I had no idea. I saw his stats. It was disgusting. And then I found out, okay, here's this thing. The VAR guy is Venezuelan. Do you know why this is funny?
Motherfucker.
Because in Venezuela, there doesn't exist VAR.
They don't have VAR in Venezuela?
They don't have VAR when it comes to their games. So it's like you got this corrupt referee who's saying, okay, I'm going to send it to VAR. And then you got the Venezuelan in the VAR saying, I don't know how to work with this.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm watching a replay video. Yeah, no, it's not a penalty. Who gives a shit?
This referee has now been suspended again for that game. He was up for review, and FIFA just suspended him today.
Oh, shit.
But this is what irks me about this, right? What irks me about the situation is that his bad call cost a game.
Yeah.
Cost someone to lose unfairly.
Yeah.
Right? So Canada's not going to get that game back.
No, never again. Never again.
The damage is done.
They put on such a fucking incredible show. Incredible, like
they proved that they deserve to be at the World Cup.
Yeah. Even the coach said it.
Yeah.
Where he's under fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just
my heart broke for Canada because their first experience was a corrupt one.
Yeah. What amazes me is that they had like 22 shots on goal, which is almost like a hockey game.
They outplayed the shit out of Belgium. Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
The Canadians had no business shooting at the net that many times. No business in doing that. I get it.
But they didn't just dominate in shots. They dominated in ball control.
Defensively.
They defended so well.
Their defense game. If anybody has a chance to like go back and rewatch just Canada's first game, even though we know the outcome and it's a losing one, whatever, but it's just the presence and the fucking
I'm gonna take off this scarf while I'm talking about this and just keep this one here because this I am proud of. They're kicked out, but they made me so proud because they played a clean game, both games. Okay. They just represented Canada in the best way possible. Here's a very Canadian thing though that happened during that Belgium game, right? Anytime there was a call that the Belgium players thought that should be called, they were freaking out. Those penalty shots, you literally see Davies going up to the referee and going, sir, can you please review that? Like, I mean, I think it was a penalty kick.
Yeah.
So Canadian. I'm like, man, why are you not freaking out on this fucking ref? Because I'm sitting here freaking out. I'm calling him un filho de uma grandíssima puta, okay? And he's just like, sir, can you please review that again? He obviously, I think that should be a penalty kick.
Please check
the
that
referee.
Please check that out. Yeah, nope. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was an incredible display of a Canadian team going into this ginormous event that they haven't been to since what, 86.
36 years.
Yeah, so game one was an incredible display.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a losing one, but
Yeah. Canada won in my eyes, though. That game, Canada won.
Canada won. Even their
Canada
coach,
won 3-1
yeah,
that
even
game for me.
their coach mentioned how, you know, Canada completely outplayed them, completely in all levels, offensively, defensively, strategic. Like Canada outplayed them. So it was just very sad watching seeing them lose. LOL, I can hear Leslie yelling out my headphones across the room. My mom said the same. What the?
Sorry, Mrs. Mazro.
Oh, she's not watching. Um,
No, but she heard me.
yeah, she better be. So that was that
That
group,
was Wednesday, day 3.
and then Switzerland, Cameroon. Again, I
This is
usually
now
go
day
for
4.
I usually go for
I was
the
rooting for
African team.
Cameroon, but
Yeah,
I knew that
I
Switzerland
know
was
the
going to
Swiss
win.
ended up beating them
But it
one
wasn't a great
nothing.
game either. I didn't think it was a great game. Uruguay, South Korea, 0-0. This shocked me. This
I know,
fucking
me
shocked
too,
me.
me too.
This I didn't watch the game.
No,
So I'm gonna ask
I
you,
kind of missed out. I kind of missed out on
did you
that one.
watch any of the
I
highlights?
saw a few
Like
little
the
highlights. There was a few, Heung-min Son, like
what I'm
the
hoping is that Suarez has lost his groove.
they don't have him teamed up with Cavani, the other guy. They have he's like his sub. So they're
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
if they subbed Luis Suarez out for Cavani, and I don't know, it was again like it was just kind of like there was something wrong. There was something in the air.
Yeah.
Something was going on. Whatever. The game ended in a 0-0 draw, 0-0. So that was whatever. And then
Um,
it was
Portugal,
your boy,
Ghana.
Captain Cristiano. Can I tell you
So
something though? Can I
yeah,
before
yeah.
we go?
Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
Ghana put on a show.
They did.
They put on a great fucking show against
They did beat the
Portugal.
shit out of Felix too, though.
Oh my god, they totally did.
That was hard. The poor kid who looks like he just reached puberty, to be
Yeah,
honest.
he's a
Um,
young little thing.
I mean, like they picked on him unnecessarily over everything. They beat the shit out of him. They kicked him. They fucking tripped him. They did everything except punch the kid. Okay. And he still managed to score a fucking goal. Good for him.
Well, yeah, that game was obviously like a display of Portugal up front. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his unanimous like what five, the fifth goal in five, oh no, first goal in 5 different tournaments or
He's
something like that.
the only player to score a
8 goals,
goal in 5
in
World
5
Cups.
different World Cups.
He has scored at least a goal. He
Yeah,
scored more than a goal in all the World Cups,
yeah.
but this one so far won.
Well,
Okay.
there was that
It's only
whole
been one game.
yeah, there was that whole again VAR fucking bullshit where that one goal that he kicked in should have been his first goal and not
Yeah,
this
and it
stupid
wasn't.
penalty,
Yeah.
right? But
Offside.
yeah,
Whatever.
stupid.
Um, there was this one goal by right after Felix scored his. Um, and it was by that new kid, Leonardo or Leo, or I forget his name. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing, guys.
Donatello,
No,
Michelangelo.
no,
I'm naming off the Ninja Turtles, if anything.
no. I'll get his name. I have to say it correctly because this, and I want it.
Raphael, Master Splinter.
Leo. It's Leo. It means lion. I wasn't
Oh,
sure if it was
Leo.
with an N or Leo. And I don't know if you saw that third goal. He had just come in because he was a sub, right?
Yes.
He had just come in, and before the goal even scored, right? He was smiling
Yeah.
like this all the way. Did you see it?
I don't remember. I don't remember the detail of it, but
Oh
I'm pretty
man,
sure.
at least see if I could catch it for you because it was fucking hilarious. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Even his uh
What it is just it's just the way that he like brought it into the box and like took a shot.
yeah, wait, it's you have to see it. Like, okay, I think this is uh okay, I'm hoping that I can put this up.
Is it gonna be one of those like fan videos where like they put
It
music behind it?
it it's a short. Hold on. Can you see it?
I can't see nothing.
Hold on.
You gotta share your screen.
How do I share that screen? So I go
Oh, is it on the? Oh, I don't know. For me it would be like on the bottom, right? Yeah, preset,
Oh my God, guys. Sorry, I'm new to this. So in the bottom settings,
preset.
oh, preset, present, share screen,
Present.
select window or screen.
I don't know,
Uh,
guys. I just want to talk about that possible dangerous um third goal that could have happened. Did you
hold
see
on.
that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
Well,
I know you're trying to
with Ghana,
with Ghana.
yeah, man, crazy,
It
crazy.
was it. So do you want me to tell it or do you want me
Yeah,
to
tell
say
it.
let you? Okay, so in the last like 90 in the night, it was like stoppage time now, so the game was practically ended, and it was like just like the extra time from like the fouls and like the subs and all the shit. The Portuguese goalie, what's his name? Something Alves. What's his name?
The Portuguese goal, Diogo Costa.
Yes, yeah, that Costa guy. He had the ball in his hand and he plays the ball like he rolls it in front of him because he's gonna kick it out and whatever, like whatever would have happened. But had completely forgotten of the Ghana player that was behind him. Just kind of, I guess, just kind of killing time. I guess he was gonna walk off slowly. Whatever. These goals always happen. You always see them in African soccer. I've seen a bunch
Yeah,
of highlights where this always happens where the goalie plays the ball and it's on the floor, so it's a live ball and the
yeah,
player comes from behind, loops around, takes the ball, and kicks it into the net.
yeah.
And if the Ghana player hadn't slipped when he
Yep.
first touched the ball, it would have been 3-3.
So I got the funniest meme on that one. Apparently, Ronaldo is supposed to
Yeah, he had been subbed off.
yeah, he had been subbed off,
Yeah.
but they were gonna put like a visor on him with mirrors, back mirrors now. But how cleverly sneaky Ghana was.
Yeah.
I've never seen that done in any
I've
fucking
seen
game in
it.
my
I've
life.
seen it. I've seen it happen in like African soccer. It always happens. These
Okay.
little shenanigans
Yeah.
always kind of happen. That's what makes it so like fun to like watch because
Yeah.
things like this happen where it's just like, oh my god, like he could have scored, and then they cut to Ronaldo and
Yeah.
he's sitting on the bench and he's just like,
Yeah.
because they had just subbed him off,
Yeah.
and it would have been completely chaotic, disastrous.
Oh my God. I'm really having a hard time trying to share this screen. Like I went into Google. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
It doesn't show. I wait. Before that,
Oh, that's
he's
this guy.
literally laughing.
Yeah, there,
Look at
right there.
that. But before he even touched the ball, he was laughing.
He had like a nice little smile.
I fucking died. I'm
Right
like,
here, you
look
can
at
see it
this
right
kid.
here. Oh, there.
Yeah. So like, so the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, I've never seen this fucking kid do this before. And then
So
you
happy.
know what his celebration dance was? When he did, he goes, call me, call me.
Yeah.
You know what that
Oh,
means?
for all the bigger teams to get him.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for your call. He was just like, oh, look at me with the ball. Oh, look at me with the ball. Laughing all the way there. And then kicks it in like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it was just another fucking Saturday night bang on Tinder.
Yeah. No, no, but this event really helps it for individual players to help get signed to other clubs to move
Yeah.
around. Because I remember when Costa Rica, was it South Africa? I think it was South Africa when Kaylor Navas from Costa Rica
Hmm.
kind of debuted. And then he did such a fucking, I mean, oh yeah, Costa Rica didn't go far, but he made such a good impression that Real Madrid picked him up.
Yep.
Real Madrid.
Well, that's how Ronaldo got into Manchester U when he was 19 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Renato Sanchez, though, what they did to
Yeah,
him.
what happened to him? He's like disappeared.
So, him, I think he should be in the World Cup. But this is what happened. He did not disappear. He was playing for Bayern Munich because they picked him up after the last World Cup,
Okay.
right? Because he scored that crazy goal from midfield, right?
Yeah.
And he's young. He was 19, right? I
Yeah.
think he's like now 24, 25 now, but he's still fucking amazing. He still plays like he was 19. Like
Hmm.
he's crazy good. And what Bayern Munich did was what they do to a lot of fucking players and ruin them when they'll get a good player just so no other team can pick them up and then bench them.
That's brutal.
Europe is shitty for that. And it ruins the fucking player because like you're there, you can't really say anything. This is your first major fucking team,
But you want
right?
to play.
But you want to play, right? And then you lose that momentum, that confidence in playing, right? But that didn't happen to him. So as soon as his contract ended, he went to PSG
Oh, so he's with PSG now.
and he's playing. But the reason he didn't go to World Cup, so the minute he went to PSG within a month, within the first 2 weeks, he scored 4 goals.
Wow.
And he's a midfielder.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he literally his ability to fucking run through everybody and like literally everyone has no choice but to part like the Moses fucking parting the fucking seas.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way this kid works. He's so fast. By the time you try to stop him, he's already got the ball in the net. By the time you even realize he's got the ball in his feet, he's already got it in the net. He's just that fast. He's got that breakaway. You
Yeah.
know, he's the best breakaway talent I've ever seen ever to play for Portugal.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a reason that PSG has him, right? So here's what happens to him. Um, he gets hurt.
Oh, so he's injured.
So he has been injured now for 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, this is a brutal
He came
competition for him.
back to PSG, scored 2 more goals, but our stupid coach, and I will call him stupid, okay, said, no, you've been injured. So I'm going to be honest with you. I would rather have an injured Sanchez there
Yeah.
as a sub than have what we fucking have with William Carvalho and Danilo. But Danilo's not playing anymore. Thank God. He shouldn't have even been there in the first place. But they put Pepe. Pepe's going to play tomorrow
Why
against
is Pepe
Uruguay.
still why how is he still alive?
He's still a monster, man.
But
This
how is
guy
he
plays
still
for
alive?
Porto. He's in the best fucking. Him and Ronaldo have some fucking secret to be 37 and 39 years old and be able to have the fitness that they fucking have. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. They're just, oh, insane. You see
Yeah.
what Rooney said about Ronaldo?
I don't even want to talk about that because
Okay, I know we won't. I briefly said that,
that's
but
like
I'll,
club teams. That's like club teams. For
yeah,
anyone that doesn't know, PSG is Paris Saint-Germain. It's a club team
yeah.
in Paris. What else? You said Benfica? Benfica?
Who?
Is that who you mentioned? No,
No,
who did you mention?
Rooney. Rooney.
You mentioned another Portuguese
Porto.
Porto. Porto
Yeah.
again, everybody is another a club soccer team in Portugal, obviously.
And they're both in Champions League.
And they're both Champions League. So not to just
Eustáquio from Canada plays for Porto.
that's right, he does.
And Vitória plays
him and his little
for
fucking goatee. His little fucking
yeah, yeah,
he looks like a three musketeer.
yeah. Fucking brilliant player Eustáquio is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really good. He's really good.
yeah. But
Um
yeah, so like Rooney kind of said, like he was talking shit about Ronaldo, and then Pierce Morgan asked him, "So what do you think of Wayne Rooney talking shit about you, like or saying all those awful things about you?" He's like, "Well, he's jealous, first of all, because I kicked England out back in the World Cup, and then he's jealous because I look better than he does, and he's coaching, and I'm still playing my
And I'm
top
still
best
playing
play.
at that age. Yeah,
Yeah,
at 36, like I'm
he
still
may have a
playing and he's
fucking point.
coaching. Yeah.
He may have a fucking point. I can't stand Rooney, but
I used to like Man United, and
I liked
then
Rooney when he first started. I
yeah,
thought that kid was going to be brilliant, and
yeah,
like he just like washed off. Like I was just like, it's a disappointment.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I used to like Man United, and then they started losing, and then all these like allegations started to come out about how poorly the team is actually being run, and how like all the internals are like actually really awful. And then
yeah,
I don't know, I kind of like lost touch with liking Manchester United. They were my
yeah.
favorite Premier League team for the longest time. I used to have a jersey.
Me too.
I was like 13 years old. I had a fucking,
Me too.
you
An
know,
unpopular opinion: Barcelona's always my favorite
I love
team
Barcelona.
in Spain,
Yeah.
but it's an unpopular opinion for a pork chop because Ronaldo played for Madrid.
Everybody loves Madrid because they speak Spanish in Madrid. And in
Fuck Madrid.
Barcelona, they speak fucking Catalunya and you can't understand shit.
Castellano.
I fucking hate it.
Corazon.
No, no, no. That's regular Spanish from
But
Spain.
but
Have you
but
heard
Barcelona.
Catalunya?
Yeah,
It's like Spanish and French at the same
yeah,
time. And you're
yeah,
like, wait, what are you saying? What the
yeah,
fuck? What? I can't.
yeah. So
Um,
then we've got Brazil, Serbia.
uh, I fell asleep watching that game, to be honest with you.
You know what? I didn't. And I will tell you this. Okay. So here's where I'm going to brag about Ronaldo. Okay. Messi. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's the only one that was clean.
Messi and Neymar both failed their fucking penalty shots.
What do you mean?
There's game two, Argentina. Messi got it over the net. He scored a goal, but in his penalty shot, he scored over the net,
Are you?
Baggio styles. Yeah. That's fast forward. Okay.
Oh
And
yeah,
Neymar,
I missed that one.
during this Brazil Serbia game, he took the fucking shot and he fucking penalty shot and he fucking missed.
His
It's
ankle
like
dislocated.
whatever. So, but Richardson scored the best bicycle kick I've
The side.
ever
I saw that.
side
I saw
bicycle.
the
This
side.
guy literally scored like that, like with his fucking leg, like sideways, like he was ready to fucking take a nap and just go, whoop,
Yeah, go to sleep.
right?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Honestly, beautiful goal. And Messi's goal, too. Game two, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
But Brazil, Serbia didn't make it easy for Brazil, though.
Oh, of course not. No, no, no. They I mean, they're so much taller.
They're ranked 25, though.
Yeah, they're
But
so much
how's the team
taller.
with Serbia make it difficult for Brazil to score?
They're still South American and they're not very tall.
The
Don't get me
talent
wrong.
is there, though. No, the
Oh,
talent
the
is in
talent is
Brazil. Oh
there.
yeah,
Completely, the
but
talent is there.
Brazil's like these guys are born with this fucking seventh sense or sixth sense of like soccer and dancing. Nobody beats them in music and soccer. Like that's it. Like they're so fucking good. And it's just like I'm watching them and I'm like, I hope we fucking never face you. I really hope we fucking never face you.
Mhm.
Oh, but it was a good game. It was a good game. It wasn't that boring. That bicycle kick alone, I could rewatch
I
that
saw
fucking
that goal, and then I
I
somehow
could
I
watch
passed out.
that goal. I could watch that goal over and over and over and over again.
I saw that goal, and then I passed out, and I woke up, and then the game was over, and I'm like, oh crap!
Yeah.
Like, so then that was
So
the
by
end
the
of the
time
first
we
week.
first round, so like
Yes.
every team has to play every group has to play each other. So this is game two now within the first three groups. Okay, guys, and it started on Friday. Wales, who lost, okay, against Iran and has a red card, and Iran beat them 2-0.
2-0. Yeah, Wales was down to 10 men,
Yeah,
but I ran. I
2-0.
ran. Bet Wales, but okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So that makes Iran now second place and in first England in that group.
Nuts.
And in group A, it gives Holland, the Netherlands, first place and Ecuador second.
This is not bad.
No.
Which
You
isn't
and
bad.
I called for England and Wales to go. I called England and US to go through, and you called England and Wales to go through.
Did I? Well, I think it's because I don't care about Ecuador, but at
Ecuador,
least I
no,
got
no,
one.
Ecuador's in another group. You called Ecuador and Netherlands, and I said the same thing.
Ecuador, Netherlands.
So far, our predictions are right for Group A. Group B,
Out of
completely
whack.
off.
Out of
Out of
whack.
whack. Out
Because
of whack.
Iran. Like, who the fuck is Iran?
Because Iran.
Who the fuck is Iran?
Yeah.
Like, they're running. Of course, they're running, but like,
Now, this may all change still. There's one last game.
yeah, to kind of tie it all together.
So if Iran wins again, they pass.
Iran's
And
got to
if the
beat the
US
U.S.
pays again, wins, they pass.
Yeah. So Iran needs to beat the USA, or USA needs to beat Iran for each of those teams
Which
to.
at this point, Lewis, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. I couldn't bet on either or.
It's so fucked up.
So fucked up.
Yeah, it's so
I would have
unpredictable.
never thought I would be saying Iran could actually fucking be passing
To be
this
honest,
group. Yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, Netherlands, Ecuador, yes, this is expected.
Yeah, the 1-1 draw is, but I mean, it's big on Ecuador, huge
Yeah.
on Ecuador. I
Yeah.
mean, Netherlands, yeah, they kind of took a step down and kind of
The
whatever.
minute the Ecuador was being put in a group where with Qatar, it's like a guaranteed second place.
Yeah. Qatar is
Yeah.
officially, at this point, Qatar is officially eliminated. They had lost to Senegal 3-1.
Yeah.
So because of that loss, great on Senegal. They put up 3 goals. But that just writes the Qatar history as
And this shocked
that.
me too. The third game on Friday, the Netherlands and Ecuador tying. I totally thought Holland was going to take over that.
Yeah. Iran.
And then this shocked me too. The England and US tying?
They always tie. They always tie. Last time they faced one another, they were in the group stages, and they tied 1-1.
This is
Where
hilarious.
I know Iran, it's literally in their name. They drew, I think, where was it? Again, I think it was South Africa. I don't remember. But they were in the group and they tied 1-1, and the Americans, like, in their newspaper, I think in the USA Today or something like that, they put, like, USA wins 1-1 because they took the tie as a win.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you talking about? You tied.
Yeah.
You didn't win.
Another thing that I noticed, guys, if you're going to watch soccer, do not watch it on TSN because the commentators know jack shit about fucking soccer. They know nothing. They know nothing. It's like I'm listening to them. I'm like, you guys don't even fucking know that Canada didn't make it through. Like, come on. Like, what's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I
Like,
don't
did you
know.
not watch
I
the
don't know.
game?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
is?
I remember going back to the Ecuador Qatar game, the first match. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw it. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
I saw half of it.
So if you listen to the
I really had
TSN,
no interest.
if you listen to the TSN feed, it's, because it's English soccer. Like,
Yeah,
there'll be moments where they don't talk. It's just the game being played on TV. But if you listen close enough, you can hear the Spanish commentators. I guess their
yeah,
microphones were set too high or whatever, and
yeah.
I guess they're beside them, and you can hear the South American commentary, which is completely bonkers. If anyone has ever watched a South American game, it's like play by play, but literally for everything. This guy passes
No.
this guy, and that guy pulls it over here, and this guy moves over here, and this guy. So it's very, like, animated. It's very crazy. Whereas the North American feed was very, like, quiet and
Yeah,
very,
and
like,
calm, and there's no excitement, and it's so
yeah,
fucking boring. So no wonder North Americans aren't into soccer because there's no passion in their commentators. If you ever listen to like Europeans or South Americans say a soccer game, like you literally have a heart attack with them.
yes,
The Portugal game, I had to turn it to TSN and leave because I was watching it on a Portuguese channel
it's too
because I
much.
was already pent up with so much
It's
anxiety.
too
I
much.
thought I was going to die. My heart was literally going like this. I'm like, I'm going to kill someone. I'm going to
Yeah,
fucking kill someone. I'm like, okay, I got to put it in. Yeah, I couldn't.
it was too much. It was too much.
Tunisia and Australia. So Australia beats Tunisia 1-0.
Yeah, that's a given. It's Tunisia.
Yeah, they lost though the other game, which made it like I don't know.
And then Poland.
With a 2-0. So Saudi Arabia beats Argentina, but they lose to Poland.
I don't know.
Putting Poland in first place and Argentina in second, Saudi Arabia in third, and fourth in with Mexico. Now, may I add, these points mean nothing. This could still change to Argentina and Mexico going first place.
Yeah.
Through instead of Poland and Saudi Arabia.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it would mean the prediction from The Simpsons Mexico Portugal final would come true. So we still don't know.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd be calling up the producers and ask them for Friday's lottery number. Honestly, seriously.
Yeah, honestly. Oh. They get so many of these little like memes right. It's insane.
Yeah. And then France barely beats Denmark.
Barely,
which I was shocked.
A battle. Yeah,
it was a battle. Denmark really did, And then came this beautiful game between Argentina.
I actually I'm so upset. I recorded it, but I missed watching it.
I will tell you this. Ochoa, okay?
The goalie for Mexico?
Yes. Brilliant fucking goalie.
I like his little mini afro that he's got.
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys. If not many people know about soccer, and even those that do know a lot about soccer, understand that nobody knows what Team Ochoa plays for. He plays in Mexico because he refuses to go. Do you know how many European teams have offered him money to fucking go? Yet he makes his public presence worldwide every time there's a fucking World Cup and saves Mexico's ass.
Yeah.
It's like, like a peekaboo.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Yeah, like hey.
You forget about him every 4 years, but every 4 years he comes back and says, hello, look at me. Yeah. I'm here. He's literally a wall. He is. But Argentina
was being Argentina.
Yes. Although Messi missed that first fucking penalty shot.
I was putting up fucking Christmas ornaments, so I completely fucking missed it.
I'm telling you, I need to call Messi and say, do not study Roberto Baggio, please study Pele, okay? Same goes to Neymar, but I don't want to give him any tips because he's just an asshole.
I hate that he does a little run.
Yeah.
A little run, and then he kicks, whatever. Anyways.
No. This goal, his goal was not a little run and a kick. This goal, guys, is my second favorite goal so far of the whole entire tournament.
Really?
And he scored from halfway of the field. Messi. You didn't see his goal?
No, I didn't. Again, I just saw, I came back inside and the game was over and it's like, oh, fuck.
Oh my God. It was beautiful. Just go back into YouTube and watch that fucking goal because it was my second favorite goal of the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. My third favorite was the Portugal one by Leo. That we saw that video because this kid's fucking laughing literally.
Yeah. I thought you liked
the first one. Ones. The first one was Richardson. First one's Richardson. Second one was this Messi goal, which was absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And the third one was Leo.
What's your boys?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Those are my rankings on goals. What I've seen, I fucking loved it. So far. I don't know, man. It was just wonderful. It was a beautiful game to see. I really enjoyed watching it.
I'm so upset I missed it.
It was so entertaining. Both teams gave it their all. Mexico had so many shots, but then Argentina during the second half just dominated.
Yeah, my buddy told me that it seemed like in the second half they just kind of were playing for a tie.
Yeah, but for the first half they gave them a good run for money. Argentina. Really, yeah. But hey, Argentina outplayed them. You have to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and then today we had Japan and Costa Rica. Japan, who beat Germany, lost to Costa Rica. Costa Rica lost to 7-0 to Spain.
Spain, yeah. Which I think is the group of death.
And then Belgium proved they are not, no, they shouldn't be number one ranked again by losing to fucking Morocco 2-0.
Again, like another team, like Iran, like another team. Who the fuck is Morocco?
I
Like,
don't know,
who
man.
the fuck is Morocco?
I
Canada
don't know.
lost 1-0 to them. And
Croatia, I know. I know. Like
Morocco,
Morocco, I know. Morocco.
I can't. I can't
African
understand
team.
it. I can't. They are. I forget that they are an African team, but it's like
From the most southern tip of the mainland of Portugal, you can actually see Morocco across on the other side of
you
the
can throw a
Mediterranean.
rock at it, right?
No, you can't throw a rock at it, but you can see it. Literally.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can't with that.
No.
This group is just kind of got me like all over the place, you know.
Yeah. And then
And
you had
then
Croatia, Canada, which for the first 20 minutes, I will say this, Canada dominated that game for the first
yeah,
20 minutes.
they scored their first goal, which was
With
insane.
it,
Like what,
yeah,
2 minutes in, a
beautiful goal.
minute in,
Davies scored a beautiful fucking goal,
beautiful
beautiful
header,
goal,
beautiful
beautiful
header.
header. And then after those 20 minutes, they lost their confidence. And it's like it was like watching a completely different team.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to
Croatia.
think of it. Croatia completely dominated, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
they well.
it,
Canada was drowning. Like 20
yeah,
20 20 minutes left in the first half. Croatia was just pressuring them so much in their end,
yeah. I
and
think
it's like
they,
Canada just wanted to get that half over with.
yeah,
Just wanted to get that half over with and just kind of like take a breather and then start the second half refreshed with more
yeah.
confident, but they were drowning.
Yeah. Croatia realized after the first 20 minutes that Canada wasn't just a pussy ass team from North America.
Hmm.
Okay. And those, so they stepped up their game
And it turned on. Yeah.
and it turned full blast on. That's basically what happened. And then we have, I don't want to talk about this heartbreak anymore because I really wanted Canada to make
I
it
know.
through. I will still be yelling and supporting for Canada when they play against Morocco next game, even though they already not making it through. I
F
just want to,
Morocco.
yeah, I just want to see Canada win one game in the World Cup,
At least.
at least because they so fucking deserve it, man. They just fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
But then we've got Spain, Germany.
I don't know if you saw it. It was like for me,
No,
for me,
it was
this
such a
was
tight game.
it for me, this was the first like two like Goliaths facing one another. It was
It
really
was like watching two rams fighting for a doe in the middle of the
yeah.
fucking does like thing.
It was a
I
great match.
It was a fantastic match, but I can't say that Spain is a better team than Germany, and I cannot say that Germany is a better team than Spain after watching this game. It's
Yeah.
like a fucking toss up. They have both completely different styles of playing.
Yeah.
Spain practically has a completely new team because this new coach got rid of everybody else, right? And he said basically, okay, you guys all did your job. Now we're bringing in a new fucking team.
A new
So I
group.
didn't really know what to fucking expect from these guys. And Lord and behold, they're doing fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Um, and it's like,
Germany is like one of those like they have been and I keep saying this like they have been struggling in terms of like when it came to the qualifiers and like all this shit like they have been a struggling group of players. I
yeah.
mean even the loss to Japan, which I guess was just kind of like a surprise, hey, so that happened kind of thing. um
Yeah, it didn't surprise me though.
they
Like I
yeah
said, they're both very structured, so I knew
yeah
Japan was going to take that,
yeah
right?
this match kind of like level-headed their play style, and it
Yeah,
kind of made them realize that like no, we're a well structured team. Like
yeah,
Spain is also, they have this great tactic where they play defense, and then they bring it up out of nowhere. It's
yep.
not like they're
They're
constantly
great. They're
attacking.
great on the counterattack,
Yes, Yes.
Do not let Germany get a fucking ball when you've just attempted to score because you will lose.
Yeah.
Germany's always been like that. And you notice how they pass the ball across like
Because this is the Bundesliga. Have you ever
in
seen
this like
any of the German league games? They play the long ball. It's always just like over crossing, and it's
great
incredible.
passing and
Yeah.
impeccable passing.
Yeah.
It's like their shoes. Someone needs to investigate their shoes. I think there are magnets in there and a magnet in the ball or something because the ball always just fucking perfectly aligns with the
Adidas. It's
fucking
Adidas.
boots.
The Adidas magnet. The Adidas magnet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So far, we've you A and B. We and I have both agreed that Argentina and Mexico were going to go through. We're both fucking losing on that. Maybe we don't even know.
I don't understand.
That whole group is a toss up. We still don't know. We both said France and Denmark are going to make it through. At this point, uh, France and Australia. Australia is in second place. So who fucking knows about that too? We both said Spain, Germany, and it looks like Spain, Japan right now.
Yeah, because they bet Germany and Germany tied, lost and tied. So
Yeah,
they're like in the middle.
really. What's good for everybody's health is if Germany does not make it through this round.
Yeah.
We can't handle both Germany and Spain. Nobody can.
Honestly.
And then I called Canada, Croatia. You called Belgium and Croatia. It looks like Croatia and Morocco. Fucking Morocco.
Morocco.
Now, we both called Portugal and Uruguay, but it looks like it's Portugal and South Korea.
South Korea.
But this could all change too because we haven't seen game 2 of this yet.
It better. Fuck. Oh yeah, because we're in the middle of the week at this point now, right?
Yeah, and we haven't so far. Brazil and Switzerland. I called Brazil and Switzerland. You called Brazil and Cameroon because you like the South American.
I like Cameroon. Yeah, I really
but
like
that can still happen, right? So we don't know. So we'll see. Tomorrow, Portugal will play. We shall see where that
You're
goes.
start ripping your hair out, like, you know.
Okay. During the first Canada game, I think I told you, but I'm going to just tell the group chat this quick story. It was really fast. I was actually at the doctor's office at 2:00, right when the game started.
Yeah, you mentioned, yeah.
And they're taking my blood pressure. And I'm like, you can't take my blood pressure. She's like, why? I'm like, I'm fucking watching the game. Literally, it was at 150.
Brutal.
I had to turn it off. I turned it off.
You have to take a breather.
Take a breather, 5 minutes. I swear it's not what I'm eating. It's nothing. Like, I have no heart issues. It's just the stress of the game. She's like, yeah, okay, let's turn it off. She literally had to take my phone away. The nurse, right? She literally had to take my phone away. And then I'm like, okay, fine. And then I breathed. I took a few deep breaths, took it back. Literally, after that, it was like back to 128.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, yeah, ma'am, your reading says 200 over 183. I think you should be going to the hospital.
150 is too high.
Yeah. Yeah, 150 is like your heart is gonna explode.
I'm just telling you right now. That's how I am with World Cup soccer.
Yeah.
It's also how I am during the Leafs playoff season. I can't.
I don't even want to. This is not hockey talk. I can't talk.
Yeah.
About it. I can't.
It's the two sports that just get me going.
Yeah. Is
hockey and soccer.
Yeah.
Right? I can root for Portugal or Canada in any other sport and not feel the anxiety that I feel when I watch those two sports.
You don't root for the Portuguese basketball, like the FIBA basketball team? What do you mean?
No.
Yeah, nobody watches that international basketball crap.
No.
Nobody does.
No. Even though Spain does really well.
Spain does. Argentina does.
Yeah. Well, Paul Gasol came from Spain.
Yeah.
And so his brother, too, played for the Raptors.
Plus, a lot of like Eastern European teams do pretty good, too.
Yeah. Basketball is actually growing quite quickly in Europe. Yeah. Portugal keeps winning the world championship in a sport that I didn't even know still existed.
Handball?
No. roller skate hockey. And they keep winning the world championship in indoor soccer.
Hold on. So you're telling me they still have grown men on roller skates competing against one another? That's hilarious. I can picture big like, oh, passa la bola. Like,
And they have a World Cup every year, and Portugal has won the most, has the record for winning the most. Well, Brazil has the record of winning most World Cups. Portugal has the record of winning. It's a fucking sport that, like, okay, whatever. Nobody else fucking watches except in Europe, right?
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of sports out there. Like I said, handball is one of those sports
Yeah.
that like people
You
go
won't see
crazy for.
baseball in Europe.
No way.
But you know what you will see that Portugal is doing really well in too? That I was shocked in? Rugby,
Rugby.
which is a very Canadian sport, North
Rugby. Yeah.
American, I would
Yeah, yeah,
say.
yeah.
And Portugal's ranked one of the best teams in the freaking world in rugby.
Well,
Who would have thought?
I know that New Zealand is huge on that.
Yeah,
Australia, they're huge. England,
yeah. But Portugal's getting up there. Rugby, there are rugby like teams everywhere now in
that's
Portugal.
nuts.
They took a niche to it, and now it's like that's all they do is they play for that.
Well, it's nice to see that sports are developing in other places that you
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
imagine them.
definitely.
Yeah.
Like Canada, North America, they focus on four sports really:
Hockey.
hockey, football, baseball, and basketball.
Yeah, the big four.
The big four,
The big
right?
four. Yeah.
But it's only the big four to us. That's what we
That's the
don't.
thing.
That's because everywhere else in the world, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, because in Peru, it's soccer. And then they have like equestrian fucking like you wouldn't have imagined like horseback riding, or they're really big on surfing in Peru.
Well,
Surfing.
the British and the Indian. So like I've been in two Ubers this week, okay, and both of them were Indian, and like and both times I'm watching the
Oh,
soccer
I
game
thought you were
on my
into
cup.
Ubers.
No, I was in
You were
two Ubers.
into Ubers. Oh, okay, sorry.
And both times and both times I was watching like the soccer games on my phone, and I was
Yeah.
going yes,
What's
yes.
your data
Like, what
plan
are you watching? Oh, I have unlimited data
with?
with Telus.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, and it's not that bad. It's not.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
because
Rogers. So
I
whatever.
renegotiated. So the key to renegotiating your plans is to go to every other freaking thing and find out what they're offering for you to become a
Oh,
new
a new
thing.
like sign up.
Then call your provider and tell them if you can't offer me at least $5 less a month, at least I'm not going
Like
with you
I'm
anymore. And I'm going to
leaving.
be signing up with someone else. And you
Threat.
should see how quickly,
Yeah.
how quickly.
Threaten that you're gonna leave.
Oh, I spent 20 minutes. It took was 20 minutes. I told them what Rogers was going to give me. And I said, so what loyalty do I have as, someone who's been under TELUS since I was 19 years old?
No, honestly.
Right? Honestly, you're just going to give a good plan to someone who's new and not a new plan. Okay, we can match that. Yeah, still not good enough.
Wow.
Yeah, literally 20 minutes. I got $10 off each phone,
That's
cheaper than what Rogers was offering me for unlimited.
I gotta figure something out.
Yeah. You want me to go yell at a bitch? I will. You'll get a cheaper bill.
It's okay, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll talk
Okay.
off air.
But I got you. I got you.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. Wait, so okay, so you were saying you were into Ubers this week.
In two Ubers, yeah. Sorry, look at me like JT distracted.
I know.
So in two Ubers watching soccer, right? And they're like, "Oh, what are you watching?" Like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching soccer." Right? You like soccer? And they're like,
Did you
"Oh
just do
no, I
the
don't watch."
accent?
Yeah, I did. They're like, I do not watch soccer. In where I'm from, it's cricket. We watch cricket, right?" And I was just like, "That's a fuck." I keep forgetting cricket exists.
Cricket.
I keep forgetting cricket exists.
It's like a
And
reverse baseball.
it's like what they are is like obsessed with cricket.
Mm-hmm.
The British and the English and the Indian.
And the Indian, yeah, the Pakistanis.
I don't even know if Canada has a cricket team.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I think they do. I know
I know South
Australia.
Africa. Yeah,
South
Australia is big
Africa.
on it too, and South Africa are big on
Yeah.
it. I think the best cricket player in the world was South African at
South
one
African?
point. Yeah. There's
Probably.
only reason I know is because there's a documentary on Netflix on the guy.
I tried watching it. I didn't understand it, and then I changed the channel.
Yeah. Did you watch the FIFA one? Did you finish watching it yet? No.
Which one? Oh yeah. One more episode to go.
Yeah.
Two more
Crazy, eh?
episodes to go. One or two. I don't remember.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Everyone check that out. It's a Netflix documentary
Yeah.
about the
So, guys, this
flag.
show is a little longer than what we would normally do. Also, because there were so many more teams to talk about. Our next show will be pre recorded, it will be a shorter show. And because there are obviously going to be less teams to be talking about, anyways, and less sports. So, I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, I hope you guys loved our, crazy shenanigans, as the episode is called, or the
World
show is
Cup
called.
22, right? And
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. Tune in next week. We'll have a show ready for you too. I think it's Friday. I'm not sure.
I think it's
Anyhow,
Friday, or
the plugs will be
I don't
done
know when it's
sometime during,
dropping.
yeah, it's dropping sometime in the week. It's weekly. It's weekly, and it'll be a half hour to 45-minute show, guys.
Yeah. The boss
Yeah.
has to come back to fully establish everything. He's
Yeah.
he's keened over on a beer right now, so
Yeah.
yeah. Very
Yeah.
very peace out.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for joining in, brother.
Yeah. So have a good night, guys. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And now that this is going, right?
Oh, that's so sad. Why did you have to say it like that? That's so sad.
I I know, but
I know, Portugal. I mean, I just have my Peru shirt from when they qualified 4 years ago, and
you
that's
know what?
literally.
This literally, this sweater, this Canada sweater that I have
Yeah.
on is literally the only piece of Canada wear that I've ever had.
I don't have
Right. And
anything.
I was so
Oh no,
embarrassed. I've got
oh
every
why?
other Canadian fucking team except Team Canada when
Yeah,
it comes to soccer. Like I've got Leafs jerseys. I represent Toronto in every way. Even
yeah.
the Argos, and I don't like football. I
I
have an
got I
Argos hat.
I got a free Argo sweater that I gave to my wife because I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this. Here you go, sweetheart. I went to a game. I went to this last game when they qualified for they were in the semis, and they were giving away free sweaters. I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this. Here you
Yeah.
go. I have one Olympic Canadian hoodie. So I have one piece of Canadiana.
I went out of my way and actually bought this year's scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, you
And I
should too.
figured I'm going to buy the scarf because guess what? It'll be great for soccer, but it'll also be good when the Olympics come around. It'll
Yep.
also be good when Canada makes it in another, thing. Thanks, JT. Go
You're
England,
welcome.
Germany. I don't know, man. I think you're gonna have better luck with England than you are Germany, I think.
I think so. Their group is a
Yeah.
little. Well, don't they have Iran? Those fucking what are they called? They're not Iranese. What are they called? How do you call them?
What, the Germans?
No, the
Oh,
Iranians. Iranians.
Persian?
There we go.
Iranians or Persians?
No, Persia isn't in. Who? Wait, who would be considered Persia?
Iran used to be known as Persia.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot.
Iranian.
I only know this because I have a few Iranian friends, right? And they don't call themselves Iranians. They
They call
say I'm
themselves
Persian.
Persian.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm like,
That makes
Persian
sense.
from where? From Iran. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like the whole like Netherlands, Holland, like
Yeah, I
it's like which
don't.
one? I know. I think they hate being called Netherlands, but they don't really like. But they don't consider themselves Holland. I don't know. It's
Who
weird.
cares? They have some of the best beer.
Honestly, honestly.
Okay, guys, have a good night.
Yes, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
The Dutch.
The Dutch, right? Denmark, the Dutch.
Bye.
Bye.